The NFL Combine starts on Tuesday and the Gators will be well represented. Florida will have 7 former players participating: defensive end CeCe Jefferson and Jachai, linebacker Vosean Joseph, defensive back Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, running back Jordan Scarlett, and offensive linemen Fred Johnson and Martez Ivey. Junior offensive tackle Jawaan Taylor was also set to work out at the Combine. However, on Monday, NFL teams received notice that the tackle would not participate after being evaluated and diagnosed with a mild distal hamstring strain. NFL teams received notice that Florida OT Jawaan Taylor has been evaluated and diagnosed with a mild distal hamstring strain, and Dr. James Andrews advised him to not perform at this week's Combine, per source. Pic.twitter.com/CeCe Adam Schefter, @Adam Schefter, February 25, 2019. Despite not participating, Taylor is seeing his name mentioned as a first-round draft pick over the last few weeks. Gardner-Johnson and Polite are expected to put on quite the display for scouts during the Combine. The junior nickelback had a productive 3 years at UF. In his 3 seasons he amassed 161 tackles and 9 interceptions. According to NBCSports.com's latest draft, Gardner-Johnson is projected to be picked in the 2nd round. Meanwhile, the junior rush end may not be as big as some of the other names in this group, but he has speed. Polite recorded 11 sacks and led the Gators with 17.5 tackles for a loss. He also led the nation with 6 forced fumbles. Several analysts have Polite going in the 1st round. The Combine is a huge opportunity for guys like Jefferson, Scarlett and Joseph to raise their stock. Jefferson racked up 123 tackles, 34.5 tackles for a loss and 10.5 sacks, while also breaking up 4 passes and forced 2 fumbles in his 4 years as a Gator. Due to his size, 6'1", 252 pounds, many see Jefferson lining up at outside linebacker in the NFL. Joseph is a gifted athlete at linebacker due to his explosiveness and speed. His size could be an issue for some NFL teams, however, his competitiveness could make him a success at the next level. There are some mock drafts that have the South Florida native going early in the 3rd round. Meanwhile, Scarlett will look to use his numbers at the Combine to raise some interest. The running back had 131 carries, 776 yards, and 5 touchdowns in his redshirt junior season. He finished his Florida career with 1,846 yards rushing and 12 touchdowns. The Combine is set to last from Tuesday until Monday. Scarlett, Ivey, Taylor, and Johnson are set to arrive on Tuesday for registration and interviews, while Jefferson, Polite and Joseph arrive on Thursday, and Gardner-Johnson arrives on Friday for registration and interviews. Here is a quick breakdown of some noteworthy moments coming up Wednesday. Scarlett, Ivey, Taylor, and Johnson have a medical exam and measurements done Thursday. Scarlett, Ivey, Taylor, and Johnson will focus on psych test, bench and PK, workout. Friday, Scarlett, Ivey, and Johnson have their on-the-field workout, while Jefferson, Polite and Joseph have their measurements and medical exam done. Saturday, Jefferson, Polite and Joseph have their psych test, PK, workout, and bench sessions, while Gardner-Johnson has his medical exam and measurements done. Sunday, Jefferson, Polite and Joseph participate in the on-the-field workout, while Gardner-Johnson has his psych test, PK, workout and bench. Monday, Gardner-Johnson has his on-the-field